Hey, Larry here for another video. Today's video is going to be on the Jinhao 599 Sapphire. And to me, this reminds me kind of like a Lamy. And this is, in my opinion, the Jinhao version of something what a Lamy All-Stars or Safari would look like. Let's just go down the barrel. You'll see the Jinhao name there, very pronounced. They did a good job and put that in there. And the bevel on both sides, I like that, the way it's really in the barrel on both sides. It looks really sharp and it has a good look to it. This is the rose gold color. It's a full metal pin, metal clip, metal barrel, and the hardware is steel or metal, and it has the Jinhao logo right here on the top of the clip there. And what reminds me of the Lamy is, well, they have a black jewel here, what I call the black jewel on top, and the black jewel on the bottom. And the Lamy is a little bit different. Let me pull out my Lamy, but you can see they have the little cross on top of the cap, but they look similar. They just don't have the little window in the barrel, but they look similar to me. The clip is a little bit different, but like I said, to me, I think this is a Jinhao version of maybe of their Lamy. But all in all, it does look really nice. It has a nice finish. I like the high polish they do with a nice lacquer job on it. It feels really good in the hand. It's a comfortable fountain pen. It does cap securely. So if you want to hold it in your hand, you can. It doesn't bother me. To me, it's not that long. But you can, I have small hands, so the pen is long enough without capping it. But if you have big hands or if you carry to post it, I think it'll be just fine in your hand. I've been writing with it for a few days now, giving it a good test run. The weight of the pen is about 26 G's. Again, it's got a fine steel nib, and the length of the pen when it's capped, just like you see it here, it's 5.51 inches, and then when it's posted, it's 6.85 inches. And it does come with a converter, and I've got it inked up right now with some Noodler's Army Green. So as we go down the barrel, there is the grip. And again, the grip reminds me of the Lamy, the way the grip is designed just like the Lamy, where you put your fingers right there. So I kind of like that again. So I think that's what drew me to this pen. The resemblance that it had reminded me of the Lamy, which I really do like. And then the nib with the Jinhao logo and F for fine. So to me, this is a nice looking, decent pen. And it writes well. It is a true fine nib. So let's get this pen to writing, and I'll use it on some Rhodia dot grid. So, and I'm going to go ahead and post it. So this is the Jinhao 599, and this is a Safari, and this has a fine nib, and this is Noodler's Army Green. And we'll do some wetness. It has a bit of wetness to it, not a lot, but it's not the driest nib. I like that. So let's do some writing. And we'll do some reverse writing. And you can see you do get a totally different writing variation there. And again, for witnesses, we're just going to do a few S's here. And then we're going to do it the regular way. And there it is. You can see the difference. Now, this is a fine nib, and when you turn the nib upside down to do the reverse writing, you're going to get a more of a extra fine writing experience when you do that. That's pretty cool. So, I did feel some feedback. A bit scratchy on the nib, but for me, I'm going to leave it as it is. It wasn't tearing the paper. In a way, it was some good feedback because you could tell where your nib was on the paper. It did write well. It did have a bit of wetness to it, which I like. You know, I like my nibs really wet, but I'm going to leave the nib just like it is, and I am going to try to bond with this pen more and get used to these types of nibs. So that's my journey this year. I'm getting into fine and extra fine nibs, and I am trying to bond with the nibs to broaden my head more about nibs. Because when I say that, I'm a medium nib type guy. Okay? But then I do like the broad nib. It depends on the nib. I do like the 1.0 stub, the 1.1, and the 1.5s. I like those. And I use those as well. So, again, I'm trying to get my head together here and really bond with the fine and extra fine nibs. And I'm doing that on some different pens that I will be reviewing later. But I'm finding not all pens are equal for me. This has been the most challenging one for me to get to feel what I feel like. Let's say with the Lamy, this has a fine nib. I love it. Really a great nib. It works well on the paper. Again, this is a fine nib, and it's okay. No comparison to the Lamy, no, but it's got a different kick to it, a different style, a different taste. So that's what I'm trying to reach out and grab to understand this nib more. For some people, they may think, well, that's weird. Well, you know what? We're all are different. You may have already been experienced that you do like a nib that's scratchy or a nib that has some good feedback, as they call it. And that's cool. For me, like I said, this year, I'm making that big push to try to entertain more fine and extra fine nibs. That's my thing. All right, folks, that's going to wind it up for today. I hope everybody's having a great day, that they're really kicking it and doing it today. So, hey, let's get with the system. Ink or pens up, do some writing, baby. And don't text and drive, my friends. It's dangerous out there. Peace. Talk to you later.